I've seen a lot of weird cartoons, but nothing truly prepared me for the first time I sat down to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse with my daughter. The show starts innocuously enough. Mickey Mouse strolls up to the camera and he's like, "Hey, kids."
Say, you want to come inside my clubhouse?
And then something horrifying happens. He looks to the left and his ears... Did you see that? Wait, go back.
You want to come inside my clubhouse?
What's happening here? What's going on? His ears are weird. They're like those spooky busts at the Haunted Mansion that always follow your perspective. For whatever reason, they break all the rules of animation and always are locked into a certain view and silhouette, no matter how he's animated. Buckle in, folks, because I'm about to ruin Mickey Mouse for you. Once you see this, it can't be unseen. Haha. Mickey Mouse was born out of some minor legal shenanigans. Walt Disney, his brother Roy, and lead artist Ub Iwerks first found massive success with a series of animated shorts starring Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. But Universal Pictures not only had complete ownership of Oswald, they also took most of Disney's animators, leaving the brothers and Iwerks with nothing but a blank page and a skeleton crew. So, Walt and Company set out to create a new character that was uniquely their own. Thankfully, Ub was a genius, and with the help of Walt, they really honed down a perfect design. Several animals were considered, but ultimately Walt landed on a mouse. The transition to round ears and features was a great decision not only because it protected against copyright law, it also wildly simplified the character and animation process. Look, here's Oswald. Long ears, long arms and legs, thick design, shorts. You know, if you just... you get Mickey Mouse. I'm just saying. Honey, I Shrunk the Rabbit. You know what I mean? Ub Iwerks is even on record saying that this is the character design from the time. Put short ears on this character and you have a cat. Put long ears on it, you have a rabbit. But the clever, tricky thing that Ub did with this design was pull the snout out to get a mouse. The consistent circles crowning Mickey's head streamlined the cartoon-making artistry. The process of animating Mickey was so simple that Ub Iwerks himself was able to mostly animate shorts like Plain Crazy and Steamboat Willie almost independently, which is wild to think about. Not that animating is easy. I can't do it. In fact, I found a really cool interview from a collection of animators speaking at D23 about the simplicity of Mickey's design.
In the early days, they probably literally did use quarters and dimes to draw Mickey.
Through the years, as many of Mickey's animators have reflected on the success of the character, one thing seems pretty consistent. It was these iconic little round ears that always tracked on Mickey's head that kind of resulted in his popularity. See, no matter what was going on in any of the animated shorts, one thing was certain. You, the audience, was able to track the location of your favorite little animated character because he had two big round signal flares no matter where he was on the screen. The idea of simplifying a character down to this was literally genius. And now, for even more confusing drawings of Mickey's ears, the patent for his toy. So as you can see, it's a little bit horrifying. We've got figure 1, yeah, okay. Got figure 2. I have more questions, like who has buttons in the back of their pants, but also, those ears don't make any sense. But then, figure 3 really brings a lot of questions into play. I mean, I know this video is about his ears, but I mean, God, Mickey's butt is so thick. Mickey's round ears made him an icon. And now we know how he got those round ears, so that he couldn't get sued, and so that he could be animated quickly. It really boils down to those two simple points. But in the future, those ears would pose nothing but trouble. Mickey first gets animated in 3D in Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas in 2004, and it is It's weird, all right? Mickey, his ears do like Dumbo flaps, and like they've got to be, they can't droop. They're learning how to animate Mickey here, okay? And when Mickey's ears start to flap around and do weird stuff, and they're not always that round silhouette, it's kind of unset. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Here's the thing, Mickey's ears don't follow any rules of physics. When they're animated, the ears stay 2D no matter what is going on in the 3D environment, and it is crazy.
What do those candles smell like? They smell like memories, like your favorite theme park snack or an iconic dark ride scene. Relive that favorite vacation, bring it home with just a click. MagicCandleCompany.com. Get ready to smell the magic.
But it really starts to stand out when we get to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in 2006. Man, the first time I watched this show, I immediately was like, something's not right. I've watched a lot of Mickey cartoons, man, and now I'm a father. I'm old. I'm just so ruined by the cynicism of life, and now I'm looking at Mickey Mouse through new eyes. I've got questions, man. I've got questions. Look around the play yard, Mickey. Everyone else's ears are working the way that God intended, all right? I don't know what's going on with yours, but you should see an exorcist. It doesn't make sense, and I've come with a demonstration to prove it. That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. That every time I look, anywhere that I look, my ears are always facing you. That's a little weird, isn't it? Notice where my ears actually are. I tried to explain this to my kids, and it turns out that the whimsical follies of children are not to be bothered by physics and science because they did not remotely care, but now I can't watch it. I can't watch it anymore. One of my favorite weird challenges of Mickey Mouse's round ears in a 3D space is the 2010 video game Epic Mickey, which left developers with the tricky task of mastering the free-floating ears. Epic Mickey is a really fun game that actually brought Oswald back into the Disney universe and IP ownership. The game, though, features this very interesting mechanic that shifts the levels between a 2D and 3D space. And very quickly, developers learned that you couldn't just Mario 64 this, where the camera can just rotate around the character all free willy-nilly.
Why did they rotate his ears this way? Why did they turn his head and cock his head this way? How do we take that and then find a balance that would work well in 3D?
We actually composited our Mickey into real Mickey cartoons, and people couldn't tell. That's when I knew we had nailed it.
The opening has one of the most confusing Mickey Mouse animations I think has ever been animated. Mickey Mouse awakes, ears are tracking, everything's working, following all the rules. Did you guys see that too? It's like I'm surprised the computer didn't explode while trying to render this, is all I can say. It's like looking in the mirror and seeing this, but you're actually that. Why did I do this? Why did I notice this? It was 2013's Get a Horse digital short that really, really brought the absurdity of Mickey's ears to light. This is a beautifully, beautifully animated 3D Mickey Mouse. The most beautifully animated 3D Mickey Mouse that I think might have ever been animated, if you want me to be entirely honest. And it really, really, really highlights how his ears just answer to no man. These ears are a wild card, man. They go wherever they want to go. You want to know what really broke my brain about Mickey's ears? What happens when you need to make an animatronic of an animated Mickey Mouse? Enter Mickey's Runaway Railway. Well, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I always forget Minnie. I'm so sorry. Minnie Mouse is guilty of all of this too, but it could be argued that Minnie Mouse is just Mickey in drag. So, I mean, like, we would just be beating a dead horse if I were to talk about Minnie's ears all the way through this at the same time. You know what I mean? Come on. Don't just save me the comment about Minnie's ears at the end of this, all right? Save me. An animatronic of an animation requires consistent round ears locked to the perspective of a real moving audience. Me, you, us on the ride vehicle. They accomplish this brilliantly by moving the animatronics along one plane, or by locking them at a distance and sweeping you past them. They're literally using forced perspective to keep Mickey Mouse's ears round in the ride. It's so crazy to me that these little round ears that were just the result of a legal dispute, protecting the Walt Disney Brothers from getting sued, ended up becoming this iconic silhouette that led to him more or less becoming a legend. No matter where you look, what you do, where you are, there's always a Mickey to be found, and that is absolutely wild. I'm never going to be able to unsee the fact that Mickey Mouse's ears just follow their own rules. They exist in a 2D dimension outside of whatever space Mickey exists in. Thanks for watching. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Twitter. Oh my God. Mickey's ears. You think I'm crazy? Look around. All right? All these other mice follow the laws of physics. When their heads turn, their ears move, okay?